Hey guys, how you doing? This is Guanyu007, also known as Mr. Misogyny, because women's knees need to be massaged. No one likes a woman with soggy knees. Anyway, how are you guys doing? So, I recently watched a video from MrRhexx claiming that he never really, made his views on whether he took the Stormcloaks or the Imperial side. And I found the video to be, of course, his opinion video, and that's his opinion. But a lot of things that he said exactly wasn't true on the side of the Stormcloaks. Or more so, he didn't even specify why his true reasons for siding with the Imperials were. In fact, it seems that he glossed over a lot of the problems on the Imperial side. So, without further ado, I am going to read through the timelines, chronological timeline, and I will go through era and year. And as I go through era and year, at some point I will ask questions about certain areas. So, pay attention. And let us begin.
Secure the objectives.
The reason why I side with the Stormcloaks is because I know that there are huge errors within the Empire itself, not just with the Great War. Everything leading up to the Great War was actually a very, and I'm going to use this word, a very racist way of thinking, and why the Empire is doomed to fail. Not even counting the fact that Tiber Septim, when you play in Morrowind, or Talos, whoever you want to call him, actually appears to you, performs miracles, and tells you that the Empire is doomed to fail. For me, that is solid enough. But we're going to go ahead and delve into the small history that everybody seems to forget. Alright, here we go. Era 3. Third era. Year 431. Changes in the guild, the Mages Guild are made. Archmage Hannibal Traven institutes reforms in the Mages Guild. Of course, we know what some of these reforms are if you played Oblivion.
Losing B.
Also, Dawnfang and Duskfang are discovered. A group of adventurers in the Colovian Highlands find the Akaviri swords Dawnfang and Duskfang in the Aliot ruins. The Knights of the Thorn, which is the next title. The sons of the Count of Cheydinhal and his friends begin adventuring as Knights of the Thorn. If you've played Oblivion, then you'll know what the Knights of the Thorn are. They're actually a pretty good group. I would say they're not truly in opposition of the Fighters Guild, but they're a damn good crack team, I would say. Alright. Third era, year 432. The Imperial Geography Society publishes the third edition of to reflect the large changes that has taken place since the second edition, especially following the warp in the West. It is commissioned and promulgated under the authority of Uriel Septim VII. 5 years after its founding, the population of Raven Rock and Solstheim totals over 30 people. That's weird. All of whom are dependent on the ebony mines. Let's see, what's the next year? The next year is Third Era, 433. The Oblivion Crisis. Now, for anybody who's played the Elder Scrolls Oblivion, then you would know the Oblivion Crisis starts right here. But everything that I just read about happens a year early, basically giving you structure for the rest of the game. But we're going to go ahead and read through what happens. Emperor Uriel Septim VII and his heirs are murdered by the Mythic Dawn, a secret cult devoted to Mendos Dagon. Oblivion gates open all over Tamriel. As Dagon begins to invade the mortal plane, Kvatch is destroyed. In Black Marsh, the Hist, which have foreseen this crisis, calls Argonians from across the Empire back to Black Marsh, led by the Anasalil. The Argonian armies defeat the invading Daedra. The Crystal Tower in Somerset is destroyed by Daedra. Alderaan, and I'm probably butchering that, on Vardenfell is sacked by Daedra. Solstarm goes remarkably unscathed. There is no record of any Oblivion gates opening on the island. The Daedra invasion of Tamriel is ended after the Battle of Bruma. During the Battle of the Imperial City, Martin Septim, escorted by the champion of Cyrodiil, transforms into the avatar of Akatosh and defeats Mendos Dagon. That is now, I want to say now, a source of small controversy. A lot of people are saying it's the avatar of Akatosh. A lot of people saying it's the full use of Dragon Blood. Considering that Martin could not shout or use any dragon abilities, or didn't discover any dragon abilities at any point in time, this might be a final form. But we'll continue. Of course, he defeats Mendos Dagon with her help. After 10 years, Corvax Umbranax returns to his wife in Anvil. A new Grey Fox leads the Thief Guild. History is rewritten by the use of the Elder Scroll, and the Cyrodiilic branch of the guild flourishes. The death of Manny Marco also happens within this year. The King of Worms falls to a duel in the Jurel Mountains against the Mages Guild's newest Archmage. Excuse me. With the help of the previous Archmage, Hannibal Traven. Rest in peace, Hannibal Traven. Also, the purification of the Dark Brotherhood happens in the Cyrodiil section of the area as well. Internal strife caused by treacherous speaker results in the assassination of half of the Black Hand and the decimation of the Cheydinhal Sanctuary. The Night Mother appoints a new listener after the traitor is killed. Reformation of Knights of the Nine. The following Daedric attacks on clergymen as unknown pilgrims receive a vision of... sorry, I actually just ran right into that. Let me start over again. Following the Daedric attacks on clergymen, an unknown pilgrim receives a vision of Pineal Whitestrake. I'm not sure who that is, so I'm going to go ahead and click on it and see what that is. Pineal Whitestrakes fought alongside Morahouses as the champion of the Queen of Alessia during the Alessian Slave Rebellion. Alright, there we go. And now we know who that person is.
Shut out. Friendly Hellstorm inbound. Enemy has B.
So that is the Knights of the Nine. Let's see. Let's see. And your job, of course, was to reunite the Crusaders' relics and recognize the Knights of the Nine. And of course, the Grey March that happened in the same year. After a portal of the Shivering Isles opens in the Nibbin Bay, the Daedric Prince Shargorav curse is broken, which allows him to remain as Jigalag. Shargorav's champion takes up the Mad God mantle. Alright. So we just heard the ending of the third era, and now we're going to go into the fourth era. So brace yourself. This one might be a doozy. Well guys, that's the end of the first half. I will be coming back with the fourth era. I want you guys to go ahead and enjoy the rest of the gameplay. I am trying to get a lot of the Black Ops 3 gameplay out as of now. So I want you guys to enjoy the rest of it. And this is Guan Yu 007 signing out. And cheers.